Some people, when they watch this video or read our benchmarking report, will simply bury their head in the sand because it's too different, or it might deliver them information they don't know what to do with. Maybe even just present too many problems to open this box. But remember, knowledge is power. What would it hurt to know a little more about what your customers are thinking? Customers are really everything. I used to manage a chain of retail stores that turned over $1 billion annually. The man who owned the retail chain would tell me over again, care about your customers. It's an acronym for customers are really everything. If you were a store assistant in one of his stores when he visited, you would know a conversation about care would come up. I think the vet sector have somehow forgotten about the customer and instead focus on compliance, making it compliances are really everything. Well, it's true, compliance does protect an RTO's license to operate, but I believe the majority of RTOs have forgotten about the customer, the student. Leading companies all over the world are trying to get ahead of what their customers are saying about them. In most industries, customers' opinion is now the strongest influencer of a customer's decision to buy from them. Organisations getting the best results are diverting significant portions of their marketing budgets into learning more about their customers' experience to make certain they are meeting their expectations. From a purely statistical perspective, the vet sector is actually a leader in the process of understanding their performance from the viewpoint of their customers. The whole industry is required to survey their students. However, most RTOs don't take advantage of this information and haven't developed the internal capability to interpret or make it meaningful to the organisation by turning it into action. They see it as merely a cost impost, a matter of compliance. They fail to see the value in listening to their customers. I like what ASQA are doing with their new student-centric audits. But if you're running an RTO and implementing change in your business just to reduce risk at your next ASQA audit, then you're really missing a big opportunity. In our recent benchmarking exercise on best practice of student surveying, we categorised the RTOs in two: low-performing RTOs, those with stagnant growth or with a declining business, and high-performing RTOs, those who are making exceptional growth above 25%. By doing this, we were able to gain greater insights, and one of those which stood out to us is that 36% of low-performing RTOs interviewed their students personally, versus 81% of high-performing RTOs. That tells us that high-performing RTOs are more intentional and in touch with their students. Further supporting this insight was that 18% of low-performing RTOs used some form of online student surveying like SurveyMonkey, but less than 1% of high-performing RTOs use them. Again, the higher-performing RTOs are more interested and engaged with their students and customers. But the biggest opportunity out there was that when we compare our survey of the vet sector to other industries, none had internal disciplines and standardised methods of integrating the feedback from their customers into strategic planning, business review, and continuous improvement models on a frequent and committed basis.